Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day, taking a quick look here at Polkadot, seeing what's going on. We got kind of a good news situation here. We're maintaining above the 200-day simple moving average and just peaked back up over the 20. So those are very positive attributes here for this coin we want to focus on. And obviously take a look at a few back-end stuff too as well, such as liquidation data, kind of understand what's going on. So if you are new to the channel, be sure to check out our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. Got a lot of new folks coming over there. It's really nice to interact with you. Thanks again so much, as well as the fact that we have a phenomenal exclusive campaign here going with Bitget for the next week. We got these nice little bonus here if you want to utilize the exchange and simply just trade the futures. Okay, you do have to use my link down below, of course, but great thing about that, you'll be eligible for future trading competitions and then some. Keep in mind, they are a no VPN, no KYC required exchange, so phenomenal option for our US and Canadian members. What we want to look at here is starting off with the back-end data for Polkadot. So what we want to look at, this is a very similar scenario for a lot of coins. Solana, I think Crow, and a few others are having this significant amount of volume hanging out right above this level. So the most recent high at 557, you can see a lot of liquidation just at 563. So again, it's going to be one of those gravitational pull towards the price action, because the fact that the simple way to understand it is there's a lot of meat left on the table, and then the whales are hungry, right? They swept all these lower liquidity levels. Look at this here. We got this lower liquidity sweep of about 490. Now that that's off the charts, there's no need to even continue to go any further down. They're going to sweep the next level. Okay, that's why you see these ranges get destroyed commonly, because of simple scenarios just like this. So I'll post this on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. I have playout charts. Again, here's an example for Solana. Tons of liquidity there at the upper level. So the bottom line here is that this coin has a lot of liquidity in this range right here. So there's a good chance we're going to see that level retested. You got to keep in mind, though, we still got a lot of moving averages above the price action. That's a potential resistance level. In fact, let's go out to the daily really quick and just take note of a couple things. We didn't bounce off 50, but we kind of did. Okay, so that's a good sign that shows that we're still bullish on this coin. Even though we had a significant downtrend, we have this descending trend. You could summarize that this is somewhat of a bull flag pattern. Okay, so again, still looking pretty decent in the overall sense of things. The MACD is diverging, but we're starting to plateau. That's pretty common when you have such a significant drop. We want to pay attention to the money flow index here. We can see the MFI is starting to come up, and that's increasing the amount of average over the last 14 candlesticks. Okay, we also got a MACD convergence here as well, so Polkadot looks pretty strong and primed and ready for a pump. I want to double check a couple other things first, but bottom line here is we're looking pretty good. This should be the bottom as well for our Elliott Wave. So that implies we could get a reset, and we should start seeing higher highs and higher lows from here. Again, that all depends on a lot of key factors, but at this point, we don't have a ton of liquidity down below. We do got this fair value gap that was also already covered. We got some liquidity, like I mentioned, at 550, 560, even some more at 570, 580. Okay. Furthermore, as well, we got TD sequential here bouncing off of a 9. Previously, when it bounced off a 9, we came up a good solid, what was that, a roughly 8 or 9%. Okay, so we're already pretty much fulfilled that. We're about 9% into this continuation. Difference is we're at a 4 instead of being plateaued at the higher stages there. So what I'm getting at here, the easiest way to understand this is that we're in a really good situation here. We got a decent amount of volume below us, some above us, of course, so I wouldn't say this coin may just blast off into nowhere, but it's looking pretty good. You got to keep in mind, though, if you're to buy right now, this could be the top, at least in a sense, because you can see Bitcoin right now is kind of sort of struggling to pass that 38,000 mark. Okay, and a lot of this comes from Bitcoin being up 5% on the day. Okay, so again, DOT probably wouldn't be where it's at right now if it wasn't for Bitcoin surging. Okay, again, you could say the same thing to the downside. It wouldn't have gone that low if it wasn't for Bitcoin dumping, but that's just the way the market is right now. It gives and it takes, and you got to recognize the correlation between those coins. So again, make sure you watch my Bitcoin videos so you can stay abreast on those things, because there's a lot of interesting things going on the back end, but this coin's looking pretty solid. Let's take a quick look here, the very last thing at the hourly. Let's see if we are overextended here. We're at a 7 on TD sequential and previously a 9 here. So we're getting close to an overextended state. When you have 2 9s in TD sequential in a row, the price usually calms down and retraces or just relaxes. You can see here previously, price comes to a 9, consolidates, continues down to another 9, and then it got massively overextended. Now we're recovering when that money flow index is extremely low. Right now, different story, of course, but we do have an overextension and another overextension working perfectly within these fib levels. Okay, so if I were to take a long position on this coin, I would consider an average entry here, here, and here. Okay, I know it sounds crazy to go down here, but that's just a worst case scenario. You don't expect that to get filled, but if it does, your average price is now in this little sweet spot right halfway down. And those are kind of ways that we strategize with our swing trades. Again, I have scalping trades that are a different story altogether. Like we took some IRB profit here, nice 32%, that was a short. And then of course, look, we got some near profit, 78%, AVAX. The list kind of goes on. We got a lot of different trades in the mix right now, but you can see, yeah, Gala and ARPA, some really cool trades that are starting to come through. But more important, if you take a look at our Premium Plus group, we can see we got some solid XRP, Solana, Ethereum. Those are nice scalps here from today, roughly 12 to 24-hour trades. Okay. Again, those are just ways that we structure. They're 5x trades, and we're not over leveraging. Okay. A lot of folks like to use too much leverage, and it's unfortunate. But anyways, let's go ahead and summarize one last thing here. Ichimoku Cloud. Okay, this is where things get interesting. A lot of other coins like Crow, Link, and I think Solana just broke above, where we're above the Ichimoku Cloud, and that's a positive sign. But with the lagging span being free and clear, that's all well and good. That's another contributing factor, and the conversion line being above the baseline, excellent. The truth though is here, this one's a false positive. Most of the other ones are kind of like right here. They're in this range here. This guy right here, Polkadot, is kind of hanging out right there at the top edge of this cloud. In other words, you do not want to take a trade until the price action truly closes above for a couple of hours. And we can see this here. Look at this candle wake up. Nope, just kidding. It could very well go down from here. In fact, it has stronger propensity to do so unless Bitcoin can break 38,000 because of this level here. We're overextended. We hit a 9 here, and we're at a 7 now. Okay, so we only got a couple more hours of continuation. My money here is that DOT will continue to progress. We got a lot of good stuff on the 4-hour time frame. The overall sentiment here is positive. We just got to realize that if we see more whale games tomorrow and Bitcoin dumps to 36, 35, 34,000, we're going to see complete invalidation of all that. Okay, so please, please, please keep your head on a swivel. You never truly know what's going to happen, and paying attention to Bitcoin is probably the best thing you could do for yourself. So overall, this coin definitely looks good. DOT looks positive, but we're not out of the woods yet. We still need to establish some higher highs and higher lows, break through this 0.5 Fibonacci level before we have any success in continuing further. But a lot of the proof here is telling us that we're really on the verge here of greatness. Just broke over 50 on the RSI, MACD convergence, above some key level moving averages. We do need to close above these ones here, I think, to be a little bit more safer, but truth be told, we have a little more positive contributing factors than negative right now. Okay, so you be the judge. What are your thoughts? Comment below. Let me know what you're thinking here with this coin, and if we can obviously, help get you figured out, be good to do so. So jump on over to our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. Happy to help you out there. Also, too, of course, make sure you check out this Bitunix exchange, phenomenal exchange. Thank you again so much for the opportunity to our community members. No VPN, no KYC, some really cool campaigns that we're running. Thanks again for joining me here. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one.